Handling interviews. Regardless of the job that you're going for, and whether you're reservist or not actually, what's the most important thing you need to remember that you need to convey at an interview?
You need to make sure that you get across the skills that you have that make you right for the job.
Absolutely, make you right for the job. It's all about relevance. Now, it may be that it makes more sense to focus on your civilian job duties. If it's more relevant, then focus on that. But in addition, you can draw on your reservist skills and experience to demonstrate perhaps some things about leadership, time management, handling pressure that are all appropriate to the job in question.
As an electrician, an army electrician, my job primarily is to get some power into maybe a field hospital. I could have officers shouting at me, screaming at me. If my calculations are not correct, I make a mistake, I could end up killing people.
That's a great example because it shows dealing with difficult situation, potentially life-threatening, but having to be cool and professional because lives depend on it. Fantastic, thank you. We're trying to say why you are a great person to hire for their organisation and why being a reservist in particular is an asset. So what might we say is an asset?
We get thousands of pounds worth of transferable training for free.
Great.
We are good reservists will be better motivated and will turn up on Monday mornings after weekends training with that extra spring in their step.
It's that combination of skills and personal qualities and approach to work that as a reservist are part and parcel of what you do. You probably take that perhaps a little bit for granted. Actually sell the benefits.
You probably need to mention the time commitment that you need to give to the reservist activities.
Okay, so how would you phrase it? How would you explain that to them?
We are obliged to do 2 weeks continuous training a year, which I will try and manage around. In that case it was in a school, so I'll try and manage it around the school holidays. And there is the possibility that I may be mobilised.
I think the thing with training is telling them that it will be at no cost to them. You'll come back with all those skills, but you're going to do it in your own time. The other thing is you get plenty of advance notice about your training. So they don't have to worry about, oh, they're going off next week and I suddenly have to organise something. So you tell them regarding training, advance notice, all in your own time, and if there's any difficulty you can be flexible. What are the other things that you can tell them that may reassure them in an interview that it's not going to be a problem?
There are procedures out there and things the Army can do.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of support available out there to the employer. You need to say, you don't pay me while I'm mobilised. That's covered elsewhere. In addition, financial costs that you may incur in getting my replacement will be covered. You'll get reimbursement for that. Believe me, that's going to allay a lot of their concerns, the financial thing. The other thing to say is that, of course, the employer can object to your mobilisation. So if they really feel it's going to affect their business operations, they don't need your agreement to object, they can just do it. So to actually say they've got some rights around this as well. Those things, the financial things, their rights, the support that's available, are all things that are going to allay some of their concerns. Any other concerns that could come up at a job interview?
People may not be in favour of the military operations, so I just wonder how we can address that in an interview situation.
I think there is something about acknowledging concerns. Sometimes if you say, I understand your concerns, or I respect your views, then people just feel that they've been heard, and it just takes a little bit of the edge of it. And I think, we started off the sessions by you saying, well, actually, I don't talk about it that much, but actually what's come out as part of that is all the good stuff that an employer needs to know about what you have to offer and who you are and what you can bring to an organisation. So those are some tips on how to handle interviews, the things that you should raise, the concerns you should handle, selling the benefits and showing why you're the right person for the job. Thank you.
Have a seat. Nice to meet you. So you applied for the job of construction site manager. I got your CVs, thanks for sending that through.
Don't ask me about 2005. Don't ask me about the gap. Don't ask me about 2005. Don't ask about 2005. Don't ask me about 2005.
2005. There's a gap.
Hmm.
Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, 2005 I was at Her Majesty's service. Yeah, about 9 months.
Prison?
No, territorials.
Oh, my cousin was in the TAs. Good on you. Yeah, well, we're looking for someone with good management skills, ability to work under stress, adaptable, good team player, good communication skills. Is that you?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You've got lots of technical experience, I see, and is that management experience, is there any relevance there?
No. No. Well, I mean, on telly I was a section commander, but it's different, really. It's not really like... Well, you get your orders in the morning, they come in, you got your aide memoir, you give the blokes the orders, and they do it, and if they don't, you give them a kick up the arse, but it's not really management.
It's not really management, no. What about the commitment? I mean, we've had 3 people in this job in the last couple of years. Does your work in the TA mean that you're likely to be asking for lots of time off in the near future?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. No, but I mean, it's mainly weekends, exercises and that, you know. So you go out, you're in the woods all night, you know, and I mean, sometimes you don't get any sleep. Actually, to be honest with you, you come back to work Monday morning, you're happy to be back, you know what I mean? Have a bit of a rest.
Yeah, on a big construction site with lots of heavy, dangerous machinery around, yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's always a chance for shut-eye, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep ferrets.
One of the things about this reservist thing, though, tell me what it involves.
Well, basic commitment is 1 evening a week, 1 weekend a month, and 2 weeks a year. And during that time, I'm getting training on all sorts of different things, from the technical aspects, for example, in my case, running boats, to such things as teamwork, leadership, communication.
But these 2 weeks a year, are they on your time or my time?
The 2 weeks a year are designed so that they can be taken with an employee's annual leave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you decide that you'd like to give me an extra 2 weeks paid or unpaid leave, that would be gratefully received. But they are designed so I could take them on my own holiday entitlement.
What about, going to the front line? You don't get involved in that at all?
No, there is a possibility to be called up or mobilised for service.
And what happens there?
Then I would have to leave the job for a period of 6 to 12 months, during which time you'd be entitled to financial help to find a replacement. And obviously it wouldn't cost you anything because I wouldn't be here, so you wouldn't be paying my wage anymore.
One of the things, though, I have to be honest here, is that I don't agree with the policy of having us involved in Afghanistan at all. I never have. And I know that there are a lot of other people in the company who feel like that. But how are you going to deal with that? How are you going to fit in with that?
Well, I appreciate your concerns, but I hope that we can agree to respect each other's views.
Do you have any other qualifications that give you that management experience?
Absolutely. I have a City and Guilds leadership qualification, which came out of my reserve training. And everything we do involves working as both part of a team and as a team leader. For example, if you're about to use a boat for a move, there's a lot of preparation that needs to go on, various different jobs that need to happen within that, and it involves getting everyone around different jobs within the time frame available, which is usually very limited. It involves being able to motivate them, and it involves being able to prioritise tasks.
Good at working under pressure, then?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, well, let's move on to some of your other...
Remember, at a job interview, relevant. Use relevant information to the job in hand. Don't give them everything. Examples. Use examples to demonstrate your skills and qualities in action. Benefits. Sell the benefits of being a reservist. Explain. They may not know what being a reservist involves, so you need to tell them. And lastly, concerns. If they have any concerns, acknowledge them, handle them where you can, and if you can't, get somebody from your chain of command, get their advice and support to help you.